So I guess now I want to ask like more about the promotional side. So what kind of like Facebook big promotions have you like initiated? Like kind of like videos or anything in the industry that you've...
Yeah, so I think I guess the content's that is the real juicy stuff for us. That's what's getting all the attention. Is that it speaks for itself that this is a social issue that we're engaged in and that we're actually starting to care a lot more about. So we're just lucky in the sense we're able to capture an already engaged audience, and people were just sharing it without any sort of Facebook promotion. I don't think we've probably put a couple of like $20 into a Facebook post so far. Just to try and get a bit more reach and whatnot, because that's not our area. We're not very tech savvy, myself and Marcus. So it's more just that, the power of storytelling, and that I guess through these stories, people are going, geez, it can happen to anyone, and homelessness doesn't discriminate. So I think that was just really resonating. We were just lucky that the message was powerful, in its own right. But we've had to, we've got ourselves on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and everything, trying to be multi-platforms, and even YouTube now, trying to get a YouTube channel, because I think audio-visual content can be so powerful. As you see that video and you just go, geez, what a poor bugger. So we're definitely moving towards, producing more of those videos, because we're all about transparency. I think that's the most important thing in dealing with something like, homelessness. It's a sensitive issue. So if people are donating money to our organisation, we need to be transparent in exactly where it's going and who it's helping.
I guess I just want to ask you another question that I asked Nick. How would you survive if you didn't have social media? Could Uber exist, or could you exist as a social person without this tool?
No, I wouldn't have this job. I wouldn't have any... I don't even know what I would do, really. I'd probably be struggling to become a photographer now, like 5 years after graduating or whatever. But something like Uber it only exists online. Like, it's only recently that we've started doing kind of TV, radio, things like that. That's really, really recent. Up until then, everything's online. Everything we do in Australia, especially, is online. So it would just be impossible. I remember graduating from university, and it was rare for a brand to have a Facebook page. And now every brand has got a Facebook page. And coming into the industry and getting my first social media role, I was one of the only people in the agency. Now they've got a team of like 40 people or something like that. And like nobody at that time really took the job seriously. Everyone who was doing it was like a failed journalist or something like that. And journalists are great, by the way. But people would say to you things like, oh, don't you just tweet all day? What do you even do all day? And obviously that's not what you do all day. But I think people have a lot more respect for the role than they do now.
There's a lot more understanding. I guess I'd first like to just ask you, what was your background and when did you first start posting YouTube videos?
So I originally basically discovered what YouTube was back in 2007. But back then, YouTube was basically just a flat-out gaming channel. Not many people really used it as any other type of service. It was just a platform for people to go and kind of upload. I don't know what they're called, but it's kind of just like point of view
tutorial
gaming videos.
Kind of things.
Yeah, and just be dudes like Minecrafting and whatever. I don't even know what they do. So everyone just kind of viewed it as like just a very basic platform, and no one really knew the potential of what YouTube could have. And then as the years kind of went on, around 2011, people started using it as kind of a database to file their own personal videos, whether it just be footage of them travelling or people just sitting in their bedrooms kind of strumming with a guitar. And it wasn't perfect. It was just a place to store content. And then people started to use it as a commenting service and realising that they could use it as an actual interactive back and forth with people all around the world. And then from that, it started to really launch and grow as an actual platform to excel your career. So I started uploading in 2011, but the channel didn't really gain traction until about late 2013, 2014. So not until fairly recently, I'd say.